Hello everyone, my name is Prachi and this is the GigTalk podcast. Today we have Rizwana with us. She's a sales leader coach helping SMEs and corporates in developing their sales revenue, and she majorly focuses in building competencies of sales leaders and their teams with a keen focus on customer management and acquisitions. I welcome you Rizwana to the GigTalk, and I am very excited and thrilled to have this conversation with you. So, Rizwana, tell me, how has COVID-19 impacted the overall sales approach across industries, according to you?
All right. Hi, Prachi. Thank you very much for the opportunity by GigIndia. And to begin with, how exactly has COVID-19 affected the sales all across the country, or rather all across the globe? It has impacted in a very deeper way that we had not visualized. Basically, when I talk about India as an economy or India as a country, when sales are conducted, we believe in most often than not in terms of meeting a person in person. Okay, because majorly all across these years, all throughout these years, sales have always been conducted in person. All right. And if you look at Europe, if you look at many parts of US and all, they have been conducting sales, which is called as inside sales, which happens on a digital platform. So for them, it has not affected that majorly because they've been doing it since a lot many years before us. But for us, it was always a challenge. One of the most important challenges that I understood in the last 3 years was understanding how to use the technology effectively. All right, whether it is Zoom, whether it is Geo Zoom, the thing that Geo people came up with. Okay, whether it is using the Microsoft thing, or whether it is using Google Meet. All these apparatus, basically the helping hands, were used mainly for conducting meetings within the organization. Right. So when it came to using these apparatus for conducting a sale across with your consumer, the consumer was very reluctant because they did not trust a person, or they did not trust an organization who was new in terms of approach while conducting a sale. They wanted to meet a person, they wanted to understand from them. So slowly and steadily in 2021, it was a huge challenge for everyone because the sales went down drastically. Okay. But 2020, then in half the end of the 2021, once we started understanding the model more effectively, 2020 was basically bad. 2021 was like a recovery model. Okay, slowly and steadily, because government also happened to open up the markets for a certain period of time. Then they shut down, then they opened up. So by that time, even the consumer had understood the fact that whatever I need to do now, the best possible way to keep myself and my family and my fraternity and my colleagues safer is to get onto a digital model. Slowly and steadily, we started getting onto the model and we picked it up. But if you look at sales as an overall industry, retail sales has boomed up. Okay. From 2020 to 2022, people still today prefer shopping online. We women always shopped online. Okay. But then we moved on to the groceries, then we moved on to the pharma, then there has been buying electronic items. So the retail market, e-commerce kicked off very well. Very well. Okay, like today, if you look at it, there are many shops available which are open, but you find very lesser number of walk-in, lesser number of footfall that are happening. So I would say that sales, yes, we did get affected, but now we are recovering. Okay, now in this particular current stage, at this point of time, I'm not gonna say that we have recovered it completely, but yes, we are moving on to a digital platform now.
Yes.
Okay. It is only at the time of signing a major contract is where we are given the leverage of having a one-on-one conversation or across the table conversation.
True. Yeah.
This is how it has evolved very beautifully. It has evolved very beautifully, and I believe going forward we will be more techno savvy. I would call myself now. Okay, comparatively when it comes to sales, we will be more looking forward to be available online as well as to be available offline. That's my take, or that's my understanding about how sales has evolved in the last 2 years.
Talking about the very thing that you just said, Rizwana, about moving forward, what are your views on the hybrid model of working?
hybrid model of working is the most, I think this is the most welcome kind of a model that people have now opened their hearts and homes for. There came a phase when initial part in January or so, when major cities started closing down, the
Yeah.
stress level among people started to increase. Not because everything was closing down, but they had to confine themselves within the walls of their homes once again.
Yes.
Okay. The feasibility of having a hybrid model is much more preferred
True.
because you do not have an obligation to go to your workplace or go to a client's place every time or every now and then. You
Yeah.
can go only when it is important and it is essential.
Yeah.
And the hybrid model also has helped people in terms of wanting to explore avenues. Like I can work from anywhere. I
Yeah.
go to a cafe coffee day, I can sip coffee, have a date with my friends, I can still work.
Huh.
All right. I can take a vacation with my family. I am out on a beach. I can still conduct a sale. I can still go ahead and do my work. All right. And I'm vacationing at the same time. So people are very much welcoming the hybrid model.
Yeah.
Work at your convenience is how I would say. And sales is also going to be happening like that. I remember there are a couple of organizations that I know of that I'm associated with. All right, they have already adopted a hybrid sales model in their work culture now.
Okay.
Okay, so that is giving a lot of leverage to the sales people that I don't have to go and report at 9 o'clock. I don't have to go and punch in. Okay, I don't have to be on Mondays for the review meets. Okay, it can happen online also. I'm available there. I can go to my workplace as and when it is essential,
Yes.
particularly when I have to take the other people along with me, or I have to create some kind of a demo for my client, or my clients want to visit my office. But that is the time I can actually go down to my workplace and do my business. But
Yeah.
that is the most welcome thing that will happen in our life now at this point of time, I should say.
What an interesting take, Rizwana. My next question to you is, according to you, what are the opportunities and challenges of conducting remote sales in any enterprise?
Okay, so let me first begin with the best part of remote sales. All right. So the best part of conducting remote sales, the opportunities that we have got, like I said, in the last 2 years,
Mhm.
the digital platform has evolved.
Yes.
Okay, let's take a platform like GigTalks. Okay, now this is an amazing platform for people, for enterprises who want to scale up their businesses for two simple reasons. One, you get a larger audiences.
Yes.
Okay, because see, if you take, for example, there is no limitation in terms of people that you can connect with.
Yes.
It's like an open canvas, paint it the way you want to. All
Mm-hmm.
right. Second is there are people who are doing podcasts in sales.
Yeah.
That's an amazing thing. It's not, they are talking about their products, they're talking about their organization, the technology change that they have brought in. So
Yeah.
that is a way of doing remote sales. Then
Mm.
we already have a model called inside sales, which was all about creating beautiful presentation, giving a visual picture about how your
Yeah.
products are, what your products are, what they can do.
Yeah.
Okay. And the most important part of remote sales is just that it is bringing the entire global economy closer.
Yes.
Okay. Now, if you have a product and if your country has the leverage of shipping it to all across the globe, you can
Mm.
sell it anywhere. Initially, it is to, I'll tell you in the past, what is to happen is whenever, if for example, if I have an organization and I want to introduce my product to another country or another set of organized people in the other countries, I
Mm.
had to actually go and participate into trade fairs.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
had to I
Yeah.
had to invest in my I had to invest in my salespeople, the traveling expenses, everything. Okay, so that is how I used to introduce my organization on a global platform. But
Yeah.
now, because of this technological thing, I can do and conduct remote sales by introducing my organization on a platform like Gig Talks, podcast, YouTube, or even for the matter of fact, Instagram.
Yes. Absolutely.
Isn't it? So
Mm.
remote sales has become the boom thing now. I don't need an office. To be very frank, there are certain organizations who do not need an office. They have done away with offices. There are certain organizations which used to deal only in services or selling the products, like dealers or for the matter of fact, a third party set up offices, basically, wherein they imported goods from abroad and they sold it to the,
Yeah.
it's called as a reseller model. Okay,
Mm.
you are not the owner of the product, but you have it from some other purchaser, from some other manufacturer, and sell it across. Such people, they are basically fall into the category of SMEs. They are making use of these platforms.
Wow.
Why? Because one is they have to do away with their office expenses because they do not need to have a fixed office per se. Then
Mm.
they could hire services like you guys. I mean, the kind of services that you're offering. Okay, they can connect with you. You guys go ahead and talk about their product, introduce their product to a larger audiences. You
Yes.
don't have it. How the leads get generated. LinkedIn has come up with the LinkedIn leads. You can generate sales lead from there, and then your sales people takes it over, and then they go ahead and convert it.
Yeah.
So remote is a welcome thing for many people.
Mm.
Okay, from expenditure point of view, even from man hours point of view, and even in terms of reaching out to the consumers.
Yes, exactly. Gives
It's
you
like
that.
a country without, yeah, it's a country without any borders.
Amazing. I absolutely agree to the last few things that you said. It definitely increases the reach of any organization. And talking about organizations, Rizwana, I would finally want to know that what, according to you, is the future of sales for organizations in 2022?
Future of sales. Okay, it's very bright if I have to say it in layman's language, because without sales, no organization can survive.
True.
All right, whether you are in the service sector, whether you are into product sales, or any kind of venture that you are a part of, you cannot survive without sales. Sales is the in thing.
Hmm.
Okay, and the future is very bright because now we have got I'll tell you the major heartache of every organization when it comes to sales is the customer. It's consumer reach. How far can I reach? Okay, how many can I acquire as my customers? All right. So now, considering the fact that the digital platform has opened up avenues which are like beyond our imaginations,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
So the prospects of sales as a career, as an industry, as a platform is tremendous.
Yeah.
Okay, it's absolutely tremendous. The more you become savvy with the technological platform, the more people will know about you. The more people will understand your organization. And
Yeah.
I would rather suggest it to the organization that make use of platforms like what you are offering.
Hmm.
Because when you get associated with an organization which is into broadcasting your services, you become all the more effective.
Exactly.
Okay, and you can generate lot of leads.
Yeah, it's all about the gig model, the way it's providing sustainability to the enterprises, and the whole idea of conducting sales remotely is just something that most of the organizations are looking for right now. And
Correct.
what's your take on the gig model, Rizwana? What do you think?
Okay, I think gig model is the best thing that could ever happen at this point of time.
Hmm.
Honestly, for two simple reasons. Not because you're interviewing me, but because of two simple reasons. I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
One is, being a sales professional, for me, what is more important is how far is my reach? How
Hmm.
many people can I touch base with? How
Yeah.
many people will know me as a sales professional or as a person who's a part of an organization which is offering service?
Yes.
So a gig model eases that worry of mine because it broadcasts me to so many people whom I would have never thought of coming in touch with.
Yeah.
All right, that's one plus thing. Second is I can generate as many leads as I want. Okay, so when you have quality leads coming in, when you have there are the two kind of leads that gig model will bring in. One is the quality and the quantity part of it. So
Hmm.
when I have a quantity, I can always get quality out of it. So the gig model is the best thing that could ever happen to us when you talk about sales as an avenue. Be open, reach out to people,
Hmm.
okay, and reach out to people from all across the ages
Yes.
and all kinds of people.
Yeah.
So it will help. It will help in terms of boosting your brand, boosting the productivity of your sales people. It in fact help in terms of revenue generation. You
Yeah.
never know who would approach you and come with a huge, larger contract.
Exactly.
So I believe in gig model. I totally believe in gig model. This is the future, I would say, of India when it comes to conducting sales or when it comes to brand, establishing yourself as a brand.
Yeah. Is there anything that you would want to iterate on, anything that you would like to add or tell the audience about that what they need to look forward to in 2022 and how can they grow exponentially?
Okay. One simple advice I would ask everybody is, you know what? Follow gig model.
Hmm.
Okay. Wherever they are available, keep following them. One. Okay. Second thing is always keep a tab of what is happening new in the market.
Hmm.
It will help your growth. Understand where is the economy, the world is leading towards, and adapt yourself as fast as possible.
Hmm.
The sooner you adapt to things, the better you will progress in life.
Yeah.
And always keep an open mind to learn new things, because you'll keep on incurring a lot of challenges. The more you learn, the easier your life becomes.
Amazing. Amazingly said, Rizwana. So thank you so much for being here with us today. And I will hopefully see you soon.
Thanks so plenty for the patience and for interviewing me and the opportunity. And I wish you all the best. All right, take care of yourself.
Thank you, Rizwana. Same here.